Oh, yeah. Yeah. Hey, everybody. It's me. Do y'all know who I am? Do you know who I am? Do you know who I am? As my boy from South Park, Carden said, respect my authority. I am Charles Hughes, aka Chew. I'm telling y'all, we excited. Today, it's time for us to get going. It's time for us to get going. It's time for us to get going. The show is called, what's the name of the show? Let's Go. That's the name of the show. The show name is Let's Go. And it's time for us to get going. I'm telling you, I'm excited today. We was talking about it last week, and I got them back on this week again. We're talking about your life, helping you get yourself set up. You're probably saying, Chew, there's so much other stuff you can be talking about. Yeah, I care less about the election because, look, whoever get in office, if your stuff ain't set, you messed up anyway. So we want to get you set up the way you need to be set up. I got a couple other guests that's supposed to be popping on. I got some special news. We're gonna have a special show this week going on this week. I'm just waiting on confirmation, but we're going to be sending out to everybody. I'm excited. So we're gonna get started right now. I want you to know this. Look at the bottom of the screen. It says time is wasting. So because time is wasting, we can't wait on nobody. I'm just being real with you. We can't wait on nobody. So we're going to get started with our show today. I got my buddy here from last week, Mr. Cam. Look at him. Look at him, y'all. Look at him. Look at Cam. Look at him. One more time. Cam. Oh, yes. Cam. Yes. We excited. I got my music pumping up. We're going to get into this show. I promise y'all, we're going to be done at 7 o'clock this time. I promise y'all. But it's some information that I got to get to you, and I want you to be able to jump on and get it. I sent out the thing, letting everybody know it started at 6:15. We're going to go whether it's 2 people. Oh, I can't count. 2 people, or 0 people, or 5,000, 10,000 people. Yeah, I was great at math. It's just today I'm a little slow. I'm going to drink my water, and I'm be good. So with that being said, let me get some music for Cam. He needs his own music. Hold on. Oh yeah, this Cam. This he needs something mellow like this. Look at this. Look at his face. Ain't this the type? Oh yeah, yeah. Come on, Cam. Come on with me. Yeah. What up, man?
What's up?
You excited, man?
Man, I'm very excited. I'm glad to see your face, man.
Hey, man, I'm glad somebody glad to see my face, man. You know what I'm saying? It's just like everybody be like, and then my hat keep leveling up. Maybe it's because the Bears been salty this week and I've been upset. And you know but we gonna leave that alone. That's another heartbreak for another day, another time, another story. But man, tell me how's things been going since last we talked?
You know what? I can tell you there has been an awakening within our society today on just life in general. There have been more and more people that have realized that, you know, these days you don't know what's going to happen. COVID is kind of opened everyone's eyes more so than not.
Yeah.
And we've just got to be conscious about making sure we have ourselves prepared for the unexpected. And I want to make sure that I use your platform to connect with those and see what we can do to help. That's my biggest goal out of today, just to be able to give information and provide as much resources as I possibly can on just the different facets of life insurance and making sure that, you know, you've got that final love letter prepared for your loved ones in case God calls you home.
Yeah.
Before you intend.
And that's man, that's the big thing. And people don't understand is, look, we're not trying to say nothing negative. We're not trying to say that, you know, but we're just gonna be real. COVID is a silent killer right now. One of my work contractors that I work with, he just told me his 35-year-old nephew passed away from COVID.
Mm-hmm.
Boom. It's
Yep.
and he was a provider for his family. So we're just trying to tell you guys that, like, hey, this stuff is real. I mean, it's really real. And many people don't understand how real it is. So I just want you guys to know that, yo, it's there. It's there. Hey, our buddy, look who on the line. Our buddy Rich.
What up, Rich? What up?
What up, man? What up, Rich? The big dogs in the house. I'm telling you guys, it's important that we talk about this. So I'm gonna give you this platform, sir, and I'm going to share it. It's going to be on my YouTube page, and then we're going to push it on Instagram, and we're going to get Cam to push it on his page, because we want you guys to get an understanding about this insurance thing. You got to get the understanding about this insurance. So Cam, let's add some stuff to it. Let's take us to us.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So there's two types of insurance that I really want people to be aware of. The first being whole life, and the second being term insurance. Term is what I want us to spend some time talking about today.
Okay.
Because your audience, both young and older, really need to be able to have a true definition of what this is, what it entails, and what opportunities kind of lie for those that are interested in a term insurance policy. So if we look at just term insurance, as a whole, in the simplest verse, term insurance is essentially your biggest financial security for your family in your absence. It is the simplest and cheapest insurance policy that's available in the insurance market. This is going to provide death benefits to the family of the insured in case the insured person does die while the policy is still running valid. And so while you are buying term insurance, the buyer can kind of choose, they can choose a variety of different things that can kind of make this thing go and give you the options that you need based on your age and some other really, really important parameters. There are a couple of different things that I want people to be aware of when it comes to term insurance, the benefits, if you will. In terms of financial security to the family, you've got your death benefit, right? But there's things that are really beneficial that are out there as well, like maintaining the daily life of a loved one or family after the policyholder dies. And so, you and I, we talked about this last week, Chu, where if something happened to you, you are one of the single most valuable producing breadwinning assets in your household. And if your earning income goes away, so does the vast majority of the earning income potential of your household.
Correct.
And so, I always kind of use kind of an example, right? Just saying that if you're in your early 40s now, you're probably only going to work again till 65, right? When you've got retirement, you've got 401k, you've got your investments, you've got your stock portfolio, you've got your IRAs, you got your significant savings that's sitting out there. And let's just say you are just an average man, working man. The most you're going to ever make is $80,000 a year. $80,000 over the course of the next 25 years is $2 million, something like that. I think that's my number, 2 million. Well, if your family can't account for that $2 million, where do they fill that gap? Where do they fill that lull, right? Because you've got marriages that are coming up, you've got college that's coming up, you've got a mortgage that still needs to be paid, you still have outstanding debt, you got loans, you've got whatever the case may be that are liabilities towards your family that are still left there that haven't been addressed. And what does your family do in those times of need, right? The last thing you want is for them to say, well, we're going to lose it all. We're going to file for bankruptcy because I didn't have a plan in place.
See, there you go right there. You hit my word, man, right there. Plan. It's part of we have to do. We have to plan it. The generation now, we have so many opportunities where we can plan, but we only think it's just our parents thought this, and you know I'm telling the truth. They got the old checkbook.
Oh yeah.
So we got to have so much money in this account. But what happens when something happens, not even death, your roof starts to leak and you need a new roof that's $11,000. So
right.
You write that money down. So all them years it took you to save $25,000, you didn't wipe half of it out just about because you need to repair the roof of your house.
Right.
And now you're saying, so now you didn't put yourself in a hole mentally because you're thinking, I got to get back that cash. I don't know what I got to do. I got to get that cash. So planning is very essential, and life insurance can really help people. It kind of takes care of itself in essence. If the way it is, the way you look at it, it takes care of itself while you're doing other things. If you plan it properly, it'll take care of itself.
Exactly. Spot on. Spot on. And when you have plans like these that are in place, oftentimes what you aren't aware of, or some people aren't aware of, is that these are the most economical plans that are out there that are available, right? These plans, what they'll do is they're set in place to kind of secure your financial security, right? As you are building wealth, as you are building assets, it's a placeholder for you, for someone at a young age to pay lower premiums and give you an opportunity to build up your nest egg, your retirement fund, your retirement plan, right? Plan, that's that big word that you have out there.
Plan.
And so as we do that, right, you can look at several different things that are out there when it comes to the life insurance term policies. There are different riders that can also be included in these really economically savvy plans, right? And the first being something called a waiver of premium. And so these are out there in place that if you are physically disabled, or there's a physical disability that comes into place, the rider is there so that it will waive off future premiums, and be able to kind of keep that policy in place and active, even though you're disabled. And so there are certain specific conditions around that. Obviously, you've got to have qualified disability, or you have to be in an accident where you can't pay. You've got to be in a critical illness where you can't, make these payments, and you're unable to work in order for you to waive those payments. But that's something that's there in place. One that everyone's pretty familiar with is, your accidental death. This is in place, obviously, for any accident that occurs within 90 days and you pass away. Whatever your premium is, let's just call it, $1 million. It's going to pay you a multiplier. Sometimes it's 50% more. Sometimes it's 100% more of what your death benefit would be if you die within 90 days of an accident.
Okay.
The third one out there that I really, really like, it's called critical illness. And so critical illness is going to be any major illnesses that are out there that might end up, killing you, right? So let's call it invasive cancer, stroke, heart attack, all the things that are really actually prevalent in our community, right? Those things that are put in place, it's kind of working as an Aflac and a life insurance policy kind of put together, right? To give you that extra peace of mind that's there in a life insurance policy. And then you have chronic illness. So chronic illness is any kind of permanent or partial disability. So if you've got 2 or more functions that you normally perform on a day-to-day basis, whether you're going to use the bathroom, or you are feeding yourself or going for a walk, you can't do two or more of those things, there's an opportunity for you to be able to collect on your full death benefit while you're living, right? And that's why I really love some of these term policies. Another one that I really, really love is it's called an income benefit, but you can kind of tie it into mortgage protection. And so, let's say, for instance, you've got $100,000 left on your mortgage, and that's one of those liabilities. That's one of the that's some of the debt that's left out there that you are uncertain about, but you want to make sure if something does happen to me, I have $100,000 just sitting out there to cover my loved ones, cover my expenses, and ensure that that monthly payment of $1,500 a month is taken care of for the next 15 years so that they can live in this house, they can grow up here, and the last thing they ever have to worry about is not having the peace of mind of how they're going to be able to pay for that mortgage. Right? There's policies out there similar like that as well. And then the one that I love the most, generally it extends for a 30-year period of time, but there are policies that are out there that'll start as early as 10 to 15 years, that if you live beyond the term policy, depending upon where you stand, all of the premiums that you've put in will actually be returned back to you. And so you can essentially call that a savings plan. Yeah. Right? It is a life policy, a supplemental policy, and a savings policy all in one. And so I call that a win-win-win situation because you never lose no matter the circumstance. That's why I really, really love term policies. Now, some of the things that you got to be aware of, there are different types of term policies. I won't bore people with that, but the ones that are really probably the ones you'll see most often are going to be your pure term, or they're also called level term as well. These are the ones where you've got one payment, whether it's $100 or $50 or $200 a month, whatever the case may be, and it's that same price throughout the period of the duration of your policy, right? Whether it's 15 years, 20, 25, 30 years. The second one that I really love, it's called a return of premium plan. That's where you pay in, you don't die, you don't ever have to make a claim. All of those premiums after 30 years come back to you, or 25 years, whatever it is that you choose. Now, keep in mind, return of premium plans, though I love them, they also are very costly, right? They are expensive. Correct. Because, if you look at a term policy and you're going to be able to get all of your money back, imagine having your car insurance, right? And somebody said to you, hey, I'm going to give you this car insurance. And if you don't get in any accidents, you never have to make a claim. In 30 years, we give you all the money that you put back. How happy would you feel?
Man, let me tell you something, bro. I'm close to that right now. I'm a good driver. So I'm close to that. They need to come out with something like that. Because the brother man ain't had no accident. And my insurance, I'll be looking at them like, why am I paying y'all? I ain't had no accident.
You had to make no claim, nothing.
And but if I do got a little fender bender, I get my homie Paco to fix up the car for me. And he do a good job. And then I'll tell everybody who need a fender bender guy, I'll help you get you his information.
Absolutely.
But I definitely understand that, man. I really understand that. So we rocking and rolling. You giving us a little knowledge here that everybody probably didn't even know. I want everybody to get a pen and paper, keep writing this stuff down. We talking about return premium, but when we come back, we're gonna hit up a couple of more of these premiums, and then we're gonna get into something I really want to know that I need Cam to really talk about, so everybody can be kind of on the same page. The factors that affect your premium. Those factors that affect, but we got some other things with some of these other term insurance. Because listen here, everybody talks about different things, but when you're sitting down and someone is willing to give you information about different insurance and different things, give you the lingo, the logo of what you know, because somebody talk to you, you'll be spinning your head. You won't understand nothing. So when we come back, we're going to get right back to this. And just give a second. Hey, get your water. Guess what kind of water this is, man? Regular water. That's all it is. It's regular water. Ain't nothing into it at all. It's just regular water. It's just water. I'm gonna promote my own water. It's Chew water. I got it out the faucet. You know, I really got it out the water hose out back, like they do their stuff. So it's just regular water. So I'm telling everybody, I'm just trying to tell y'all, get you some water, get a pen and paper, and we're gonna talk about this when we come back. I want everybody to be back because we're gonna have some more fun with this. You probably said we ain't having fun. If you're not writing this stuff down, slap yourself. Because I need you to get this stuff written down so you can understand what we're trying to do. We're dropping knowledge on you. We'll be right back. Everybody, what's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? I'm back. Hey, everybody, remember, we're going to get back to my boy, Cam. Y'all see how I got dramatic with it? Cam. That's how you're supposed to sing. They tell you when you sing, you drop your jaw. Cam. Yeah, we're going to get back with it. But before I do, y'all remember my girl, my little sister, Jasmine? Yes, she hooked a brother up. Look at this, y'all. Look at me. True Man Productions. I got the hoodie. Yes, look at that. Well, she can do stuff for you. I'm telling y'all, I don't know why my string all crooked like I'm special or something like that. But here's Hartley Road Customs. She got a sale going on, y'all. Look at this. Go to the website. Check out the website. I need y'all to support my girl. Support her. Look, I need you to get there and support her. You probably say, "Let you." Wait, I ain't trying to hear nothing. Go buy something. Please support her. We got a Black Friday event. Well, just go support her. I'm trying. And then here's her information down there with the Instagram and her Facebook page. Go look at that. Get all that. Go look at it. Everybody wants to see what's going on Instagram, Facebook. Look at her pages. Check her out. But she has her Black Friday event coming on. So please, let me put the Gmail. They go to email. Write it down. Come on, everybody. Write it down. This is a live commercial. Write it down. There you go. I'm gonna let it scroll a little bit longer. Write it down. I just need you guys to really support her because she just does. Let me get some support music. Hey, go on, support her. Support her. Again, that's our Instagram and Facebook. I need you to support her. Please, y'all. This is family. And I need y'all to support my family. Y'all remember Hartley Road Customs. My sister Jazz. Look at her. She's so beautiful. She does great work. How did I know she does great work? Look at this, fellas. Ladies. Got my Chew Man. Got my logo. That's what I'm talking about. That's what she's doing for us. So I need you guys to go support her. Get your own custom stuff. Get it. It's that time. I need you to go out and support her. All right. So I'll bring back my boy Cam. Wait, let me call him, y'all. Cam. There you go. Cam. Oh, Cam.
Oh my God.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm telling you, man. That's what we do. Okay, Cam. So now let me get to some of these. We're gonna shoot through these right quick, Cam, because I want to get to the good stuff. But why don't you give us some information on the following like this?
So, a real quick, decreasing term premium, it is a renewable term life insurance. The coverage basically it decreases over the life of the policy at a predetermined rate, and your premiums, are usually constant throughout the contract, and the reduction in coverage typically will occur monthly or annually, right? So,
So who would get that? Who would want that?
honestly, it's not something I ever really push, right? Because let's say you start out with a decreasing term policy that's $1 million, and then by the time you're done, it's a tenth of that. You don't really want to have that in place if you want to have some consistent you want to have a consistent policy that's out there. Generally, most families, what they usually go for is something that's a set price that stays the same over the course of time.
So that's not really something that we should really be worried about.
No. The two that I would always kind of focus my time on are going to be what we call level term, or it's also pure term, and return of premium. Everything else, depending upon where you are financially, I wouldn't really look at. The other one would be,
what about this one?
Increasing term. So it's the complete opposite, right? So instead of your premium starting, really high and then decreasing, they increase over time until the end, essentially, right? And again, this is another one that's out there. Unless you plan on, dying in 30 years, it's not another one that I personally like to go after and pursue and push. But it's also it's out there. It's available for folks that want to be able to use it. It's bought, keeping in view larger future expenses like marriages and higher studies and things of that nature that would be in place, right? So that's one to keep in mind. If that's something that you're planning on in 30 years, that hey, I'm going to die in 30 years, and these are the things I need to think about.
Okay, all right, okay. What about this one?
So convertible plans are interesting because it's basically you taking a term plan option and converting, that basic plan into a whole life policy, or investing it into an endowment policy after you spent a stipulated amount of time in a pure term plan. So this is usually something that you would find as a really good investment for good returns. So if you've got assets that are sitting out there that you want to potentially convert into a life insurance policy, you probably want to look at a convertible plan.
Okay, all right. Well, we didn't talk on these plans now, man. Let me get my beautiful self up in here. There you go, because I don't want everybody thinking you the man. And then no. So now that we got all this and everybody, this is my boy. There you go, Cam. I think you did good in against who y'all playing. No, y'all think y'all lost against the Titans.
I don't want to talk about
wrong Cam. You're not Cam Newton. My fault. Okay, this is Cam. He's going to help us out with our life insurance and everything. So check this out. We need to get to something very important that I think is important, and I'm going to tell you right now, right there. The factors that affect the premium.
Yep.
The factors. We need to know this so you'll automatically know, because there are some things that you need to know when going in, so you can have a little knowledge when someone's talking to you about it. Here's the first one. Go on, why is this such a big deal?
Absolutely. So age is always going to play a factor when you're looking at term policies. Generally speaking, I've seen policies where you can get a term policy, starting at age 18, going all the way up to age 70. I can definitely tell you this. If you wanted to get a $100,000 policy at 18 years old versus 70, there's going to be a substantial difference in price. The lower the lower your age, the lower the premium. The higher your age, the higher the premium.
Yeah, because you ain't got much time to live. That's what they're saying.
Correct.
That's bogus, but it's true.
But now, that's how they weigh risk.
Hey, man, this one that gets me right here, and this is for everything that is a factor. Why?
Okay, so great question. But there are studies that are out there. Women are always going to be charged lower in premiums as compared to men, because all the scientific studies, all the actuaries that that determine these insurance prices, they all conclude that women on average live, about 5 years or more than men. So if you're set to live till 75, women are designed to live, 80 to 85.
Okay, I'm gonna duck my head when I
That's
say
the
this.
lower amount. Why?
I'm just gonna say this. Are women conducting these studies? That's what I want to know. And are they conducting the fact that sometimes they driving us bonkers? That's why we don't. These are the views of. There you go. This is not Cam talking. I don't want y'all to think and I love women. I love you guys. So don't think I'm up here trying to diss you or nothing like that. I just wanted the record to be shared though, why we always got to be, y'all outlive us, but y'all driving us crazy. Okay, I'm gonna just leave that alone. Let me just leave that alone. What about, I know this is, but how, kind of dig some in depth with this for us.
Sure. So your health record. So most people, if you've never had a life insurance policy before, there are a couple of different factors that are tied to your policy. In order for you to claim a death benefit, all of your information is tied to your social security number. And so they will have to pull something called an MIB report. That is medical information that is specifically tied to you.
Okay.
The only way an insurance company can pull that information is if you provide your social security information, right?
Right.
So all of that will be tied to any diseases that you've had in the past, any surgeries you've had in the past, any potential ailments that might be developing in the present, just to give an overall assessment of your overall health. So some policy buyers may suffer from an ailment, let's call it, they've had high blood pressure.
Yeah.
Right. And in some cases, an actuary or an insurance company may look at that and say you're higher risk than others. And so we're going to put you in a different class or put you in a different risk level than others that would qualify for a better rate.
Okay. All right. Okay. I understand that. I still think we got an issue though with the gender, but I'm gonna let that pass. I'm just saying, man, because it's just not fair. It's not fair. It breaks my heart. It's not fair. I'm gonna do a whole show on this gender, and I'm gonna bring the women on here so they can defend themselves. But I think the numbers are skewed. I'm just saying, and I'm glad no women jumped on and said anything. So we'll leave that alone. That medical history, that's pretty self-explanatory. But go on,
sure,
get some knowledge on that.
So yeah, easy medical history. Obviously, it's the same thing with the MIB report. Even if you don't suffer anything from any ailments, but you carry family history, right? Where there's genetic disorders, there may be times where.
Wait a minute, hold on. So if Uncle Pete was crazy and had dementia and stuff like that, that could affect me?
Absolutely. Because there may be a genetic trait that you carry. If you are schizophrenic or you have, any chronic kidney disease, or if there is a history where your family on your dad's side all has diabetes, at age 60, they're going to look at that and determine, okay, based on this information that was shared, that we know about your family's medical history, about your lineage, we have to designate you as a higher risk than we would somebody else that fits this mold, fits this age, gender, health class. And they'll put you in another one and charge you higher premiums.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. All right. How about this one?
That's pretty self-explanatory. You smoke, you're paying almost twice the amount in your premium. If you're a drinker, you put yourself at really, really high risk for, all kind of a myriad of things. And so you just you have to be very, very careful when they ask, the question of if you're a drinker, are you a heavy drinker? Do you drink once a week? Do you drink sometimes? Do you drink, every single day, right? And they're going to be able to weigh based on that risk. Are you are at risk for, things like cirrhosis or any kind of other liver disease or anything that's going to, affect the body, when you're drinking excess alcohol.
Okay, so what if somebody lies on their application? They can still find out, right? Or it'll show up if it's some medical history, it'll show up in their report, right?
Correct. So if you're someone that never ever goes to the doctor, they're not going to see any of that.
Okay.
But that doesn't mean that you don't want to be honest. And let me explain why. Okay. So when you go and you apply, you fill out information for an application, and in that application, you are guaranteeing that everything that you say is the absolute truth.
Correct.
Right? There's nothing that you've lied about. And so if in 8 months you die from liver, liver disease or cirrhosis, that's you lying. And so the insurance company, even though your family put out a claim, they get to contest that based on the information that you shared, which is, cirrhosis. Okay, that doesn't occur, and you're not gonna get that and just almost immediately die from that. Did you commit suicide? Did you have mental health issues? Well, why didn't you state that inside, the policy when we gave you the application to fill it out? And so you got to be really, really careful about that, because even though you've paid those premiums, but you chose to lie about it, an insurance company has the obligation not to cover that claim.
Okay. All right. Okay. We kind of touched on this earlier when we was talking about the different policies. So that's pretty self-explanatory, because some policies are, but sometimes you might have to pay a little more for a policy to be more effective for what you need. So kind of like if you want a truck, but you want an Escalade, you're gonna pay for Escalade compared to getting a little small Ford truck. So
correct.
You got to get what you need. So it really is.
So
go ahead.
So let me give you an example when it comes to policies and it comes to pricing. So it's the same thing as you saying, let's use your Ford truck example. I want to buy this truck and I want to be able to drive this truck, and I want to own it, and I want to make payments on it for the next 60 months. Well, if you make 60 months worth of payments on that truck, it's probably going to cost you, let's call it $500. But if you're someone who says, I don't need to pay for this for that long, I think I need to pay for it for a shorter period of time. Let me have that same truck for 36 months. Well, your premiums are actually going to be higher, but the benefit, right? The cost of the vehicle is the same. Same thing with life insurance, right? So if you're getting a term policy, you want it for the period of a 30-year time frame, chances are your policy is going to be a little bit cheaper. If that same period of time, you only want it for 15 years or whatever the case may be, chances are the policy is going to be a little bit more expensive.
Okay. All right. What about this, man? How does profession play a role in it?
Sure. So if you are in any kind of risky type of job whether you are, you're a pilot, chances are if you're a pilot, they won't cover you at all.
Really? Why not? Stress?
What do you mean? What do you mean? Why not? You're a pilot. You're flying a vehicle in the air. It's one of the highest and the riskiest jobs that you can have in this world, right? Generally speaking, they just don't cover it because it's deemed by actuaries as too dangerous of a profession.
Wait a minute, hold on. But them same actuaries get on a plane to go around the country.
Absolutely.
So,
well, think about it. So I'm going to answer your question, right? With this answer. That same actuary is getting on those planes, let's call it 5 to 10 times a year. A pilot is flying in a plane how many times a day?
Yeah. Okay.
Right. That's the difference, right? You are at much higher risk of dying from being a pilot. So there's special things that are out there for pilots.
I'll be honest with you, man. It's safer in them skies than it is on these streets. I'm trying to tell you. You don't hear no drive-by shootings in the airplane up in the. No, ain't nothing happening up there.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, man. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, so other lifestyle choices, right? So if you are someone who likes to drive fast cars, if you are,
rich, your brother like fast cars, man.
Yeah, you're a race car driver. You want to do street racing. You know, you're a bungee jumper. You like going parasailing, and this is something that you do all the time. Skydiving. You know, that could really determine the premium amount as well.
Ouch.
And they want you to be honest about that. So if you're a professional skydiver, chances are you can probably find a policy, but it's not going to be cheap.
So that means if you work for the circus, you them bungee, them tightrope walkers, yeah, your policy probably is non-existent or sky high, because that's what you're doing. Yeah,
I didn't even know the circus is still around.
Well, yes, you in Chicago, so I'm gonna take you to the black circus that we have on the south side. It's a good circus, and just so everybody know, listen here. It is a real circus. It ain't. We have lions there. It's not no dogs, no German shepherds dressed up as lions or nothing like that. It's the black circus is real, and they have some talented people. I went and they was calling people out at the circus, man. And when I went there, they was like, "Come on, we need you to get on." I was like, "No, I ain't coming down there. I don't know what y'all about to do. No, you ain't finna have me looking foolish and everybody recording, and then I look like an idiot. No." But come to find out, they was doing funky dance. I could have rubbed something with them, but I wasn't taking no chances. All right, last one, man, right there. Hit it. Talk about it. And my sister needs to be here because as a doctor, she's working on this right now with people. Explain why this is such a factor, because honestly, I know I look good, but they say I'm heavy set. And I know there's some people who like 6 feet, but they ain't 200 pounds. They 270. And black, in our black family, yep. What do we say? Oh, he just big boned.
You're right. It's true. So let me tell you a little bit about this one. When we look at term insurance, there are two kinds that I really try to go after. One that I really try to primarily push are non-medical questionnaires and non-medical policies that are out there, because it helps us kind of have a little bit more leeway around the obesity factor. Chances are, if your BMI is above 40, I probably cannot get you in any policy at all whatsoever.
Really?
Correct.
And for those who don't know what BMI, that's body index level, right?
Body mass index. Yeah.
Yeah, body mass. Where did I get level from, man?
I don't know.
It's that obesity on the brain.
But it's so here's an example. So if you are 6 feet and you're 360 pounds, it's going to be really, really hard for us to find a policy out there where there's a company that will approve you based on all of the chronic health disorders that could be tied to obesity, right? Like diabetes, high blood pressure, heart ailments, joint complications. I mean, that's just a few things that will just put you in that high risk customer category. And so that's always going to result in higher premiums. And then secondly, oftentimes you just won't get approved. I mean, you won't believe the amount of families that I have to sit down with, and I can't get them approved based on, some of their health-based questions which are tied to their height and weight. So if there's anything that you can be doing, it's just doing the very best that you can to take care of yourself so that you can get yourself a policy.
Yeah, and let me tell y'all this. I know this is a bad time to say this. It's Thanksgiving, but got to push back from that plate a little bit, and we got to eat healthy. You can eat, but just don't have that big old plate.
Well, no, don't even say that. If you want to eat, go ahead and eat, but just keep in mind, Friday is going to be a bad day for you because you got to commit to the gym, and you got to make sure every calorie that you put in, you're doing something to take it off.
Well, see, Cam put it in a nice way. I'm gonna tell y'all don't eat because y'all ain't getting up Friday. Y'all gonna be up shopping, because we ain't going black shopping no more. So y'all gonna be up there shopping. So I'm just trying to keep your brother.
Oh man, I didn't even think about that. You're right.
Black Friday, man, they gonna be sitting there and that weight just gonna. And then I'm being honest. This is the holiday season. Cam will tell you a lot of deaths happen between now and the first of the year. A lot of deaths happen. People say he died of a broken heart. That stuff is real. When your mind feel you lost a loved one, somebody may have lost a loved one a month ago or 2 months ago, and they're still grieving, and then it takes their toll and effect. So this is a bad time for the insurance company because they're like, man, this is probably the peak season of people passing away. And then you have a lot of accidents because people are not driving and just a lot of fatalities. So we got to be serious to take care of ourselves. I'm telling you, people, we're going to be right back. And then me and Cam going to close. We got a couple other things we got to talk about, but we're going to get this going. I might even get Cam to groove with me. Like, see how he a little professional. See how he bouncing his head? Pretty soon I'm going to have him doing like this. I get him there, y'all. I get him there. We'll be right back. I'm back, y'all. That was Cormedy Music. My boy, my brother, Matthew Long Jr. That's my boy. Look, we got something dropping. We got something dropping. Be on the page. Be watching. It's going to drop sometime this week. Y'all just be prepared and be ready. I'm telling y'all, it's going to be off the chain. I think y'all really going to enjoy this. We're going to really, really enjoy this. We really going to enjoy what we got. So I just need y'all to be prepared. My screen was just, I had the wrong screen up, so y'all forgive me. Y'all know Chew. We going to have fun, and I keep it real. I'm not going to be like, oh, look, sometimes we have those little, but Chew Man Productions, that's what we do. We make it happen for you. Now, when you have your show, I promise you, we won't have the little, I'm doing two things at once. I'm producing and I'm the host. That's what Let's Go do. We just make it do what it do. And now we're going to get back to our boy, Cam. Oh, I'm sorry. Got to get his theme music. Because y'all know Cam smooth. We're going to talk about the tips to buy insurance. Yeah. Cam. I guess he don't hear me. Cam. Oh, Cam. One more time, Cam. There he go. He heard me now. Y'all heard. He heard me now. So Cam, your theme music is hot, man. It's hot.
I love it.
It's theme music, man.
I love it.
Real smooth. So look, let's talk about some of these tips that you have for the people when buying their insurance. I know one of them right here. What's that?
So life cover. What I mean by life cover is take asset and take inventory of all the things that you currently have that are major expenses. This is mortgage. This is any kind of debt that you might have out there. And then things that you have that you need to plan for in the future, whether it's, paying for college, paying for weddings, paying for, if you wanted to be a blessing to your children and bless them with that 20%, right, towards their first home, all those kind of things. Think about that and go for an option that covers all of that, right? That could be $100,000. It could be $250,000. It could be $500,000. It could be $1 million, whatever the case may be. Look at that being a number to start with. And then the second thing is going to be your premium, right? Everyone looks at premium, and if it's too high, it's, we're not going to go for that. I always tell people to choose a plan that's going to offer you the maximum amount at the best, best price that's going to be easiest on your pocket. So if your
Right.
budget is, $100, okay, make sure it's $100. Try to find something within that $90 to $100 range. If you find yourself positioning and being positioned in something that's, I can only get, let's call it $100,000 or $75,000 for this term policy, but it's $100. Well, chances are you can look at other options. You can look at things where you won't get coverage right away, and you can look at getting options where a nurse or a medical professional can come by your house and draw blood and go through a real detailed underwriting process to get you a better rate.
Okay.
It is lengthy and it is arduous at times, but at times it also can be worth it, especially if you don't have any medical history or any ailments that may be preventing you from getting the best rate possible. The third thing I always tell my families when I sit down with them is to look at the additional add-on riders, right? So that's your accidental death, that's the chronic rider, that's the critical illness rider, and then the one I love the most, the return of premium. Those things are always going to be there to help. It's going to be there to give you additional peace of mind, just in case that there's something that's out there that is completely unexpected, that you're just going to need a little bit additional help, a few extra dollars, right? Another
Right.
little safety bag that's out there, just in case, right? And get that factored in and added into, a term policy. And then the last one is, just flexibility. Be open to getting, multiple different policy quotes, right? And understanding not every onion is cut the same way. Someone may offer a policy that's valued at $100. Someone may offer it at 85. Some might offer it at $200, and it might be the same thing. You just never know. Make sure you do your due diligence and give yourself an opportunity to learn as much as you can, as fast as you can, and be flexible.
Okay, everybody. So I want y'all to know that this is my boy Cameron. I call him Cam Bill. Here's a number y'all can reach him. Listen, I need y'all to get in contact with him. Reason being, we're giving you an overview. We want you to know what is out there. But call him, set up an appointment, set up a meeting. He can do it with Zoom. He can do it because we understand the pandemic and people don't want people in their houses and understand, and we can't really like go to a restaurant and make it happen. So call him. He'll set up a meeting and have your current life insurance policies paper work with you, so you can kind of talk to him and he can kind of hear what you got, and he can tell you whether you're good or not and let you know what's best for you. Look, I put this on me. He ain't gonna make you get nothing that you don't need. And if you got something good, he'll say, okay,
you got something good.
You got some good here. But if you got something that's okay, he gonna say you can keep this, but you probably need to add this, get rid of this. He'll be that way. But if he say you in trouble, listen to him and get right. We trying to help you guys get right. It's important. His number's at the bottom. Call him, set up an appointment so you can see what you got. And then if you don't have nothing but the insurance policy on your job, you in trouble. Because we talked about it last week. Most of the jobs, when you leave that job, that insurance is gone. Am I right, Cam?
Can't take it with you, just like a rental car.
It's stuck there. So you need to definitely get something. You need something in the bag. And people say I pay insurance. I pay like $60 a month. You probably need to see what that $60 cover. Because if you could add another $20 or $30, but get maximum coverage, and then there's some bootleg insurance people out here who are telling you $60 insurance, but it's only worth probably $20. I'm just using that as numbers. What you finna say, Cam?
Oh, I was gonna say, man, you're always gonna find that in the insurance world. There's a couple things I want to make sure kind of everybody has some awareness of before we kind of take off. I want you to be aware of looking in detail at your terms and conditions thoroughly, because oftentimes there's fine print that's written in there that you really need to understand how that plan is going to be useful to you when you actually need it. You want to make sure you also determine the company background. Always do your very, very best to work with A-rated carriers, right?
Yeah.
That's going to kind of help you determine how old the company is, how good their financials are, how stable it is for them in terms of doing business with them. Because the last thing you want to do is pay in all this money to somebody, right? And then a pandemic happens and something happens to you, and all this money that you paid in, they go belly up, they go under because they couldn't handle the amount of claims that are sitting out there.
Yes.
Right? Then also, I would also tell you to, as you're dig into how the company manages the claims and what their claim management ratio would be. This is giving you a chance to be really informed on your decision. And then lastly, making sure that you check the customer service records, because you don't want your family dealing with a company that doesn't know how to be supportive and understanding of the situation that's at hand, right? Which is you're no longer here, and now they need the help in making sure that all of your remains and your last will is being taken care of properly. So
yeah,
if you don't want to handle that, that's cool. You can just call me. I can help you with it.
That's right. And we
I'll
need
be your customer service.
taken care of. People, it's important that we get this stuff taken care of. I'm telling y'all, I want to thank you, Cam. You've been a lifesaver for me because you opened up my eyes to some things, and like things are slowing down me at work and everything. So we definitely gonna get together so I can make sure I'm covered. Everybody else, this is number at the bottom. Call them, text.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do that today.
Do it.
Yeah, we're gonna need to do it today.
Today.
This
man putting me all threats and apologies already on me, man. It's just so disrespectful. How about tomorrow?
Tonight.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. I gotta finish what with my show. But no, everybody, we gotta get it done. We gotta get it done. And I gotta get it done. You gotta get it done. Because it's very important that you understand this. We're not just doing this just to do. I hope you guys got some information. I hope you see the number to call them or text them. Say I'd like to set up an appointment. And he'll make it happen so you can find out where you at. Again, hear me well. If your job lays you off and that's the only life insurance you have right now, you might be in trouble. Don't think. And just because it was usually Cam, if I'm not mistaken, it's like maybe 2 years of your salary or something like that.
2 to 3 times your salary is generally the.
Yeah. So if you're making $50,000, that's only $150,000. Yeah, you're going to eat that up real quick, especially if you don't take that money and pay off the mortgage, pay the house off. So, and he was just talking about the different insurances that they're out there for you. So please get in contact with my boy Cam so he can do what he needs to do to help you do what you need to do. I'm telling you, he's a good man. That's his number. He's Cam. Hey, man, we're going to get you back. We're going to get you back again real soon. And then you can tell everybody that I popped my collar. I'm good. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling fly. I'm feeling fresh.
I got you.
All right, man. It's very important that we do this. Now, everybody, we finna get out of here, but let me tell you here, check this out. Remember. Boom. My girl, Jasmine Payton and Hartley Road Customs. Yes, Jasmine Payton and Hartley Road Customs. She has her promotion going forward. I need everybody. This is like a Black Friday sale. I need everybody. Please hit her up. There's the email right there. Let her know what you want. She does my logo. She does everything for me with my True Man Productions. And you guys see how my stuff is looking. It looks great. My shirt, everything. Y'all know I'm doing it. So come on, everybody. I need everybody. Again, that's it. Hartley Road. There we go. That's the sale. Information is scrolling at the bottom. Take a look at it. I need you guys to really, really go ahead and support her. Support her. Support her. It's very important. It's very important that you're supporting her. And it's because she supports me. So please, please, please support her. And my brother, Matthew Long, Corbin Music. We got something special coming up. Stay tuned. Keep checking in on Chew Man Productions. Stay tuned. Thank you to my special guest, Cameron Bell, who did an awesome job. Call him. Call his brother, please. It's very important that you call him and get the information that you need to get, because you got to have this life insurance. So give him a call. Please give him a call and get yourself set up. Get your life together. Remember, we got Matt, who's dropping we got some good stuff to drop to you guys real soon. And of course, there's my girl Jasmine with Hartley. She has a sale for this Black Friday coming up. Please go support her. Go support her. It's all the way up to the November 29th. This is our show. Let's go. I'm telling y'all, I'm so excited. Divas Den was on yesterday, every third Saturday at 10 o'clock. Check them out. They have a phenomenal show. Two ladies that are really doing it. And like I said, we got some more things to come. Some more things to come. Talk to you guys later. Enjoy you. This was a wonderful, wonderful night. Be safe. Be thankful. It's very important. Take time this holiday season to thank your loved ones. Thank them for the hard work that they've done. Give them love. Show them love. Appreciate them for what they have done for you, whether it be the wife, whether it be the husband, whether it be the children, whether it be the parents. Appreciate people. Appreciate. And I want you guys to have a wonderful time, so let's go out of here. Yeah. Y'all take it easy. Be safe.